Hello, and welcome to Sunday Stretch with EmBODY Well. I'm Tanya Leek, founder of EmBODY Well, and I am so happy to be here with you in 2023. This is our first Sunday Stretch in 2023, and I'm calling this the year of you. So I want you to think that and know that it is all about you this year. And these Sunday stretches this year will be all about lightening up, one of the challenges we have going on, being still, and getting centered. So that's going to be our focus every Sunday. And I hope you take that time, whether it's with us or on your own, to do just that. And that will support you in making this the year of you. All right, so let's just really get centered to start. Over both feet, spread about hip width apart, arms down, neck long, spine long, hands facing forward. You can close your eyes if you like, or just cast your gaze downward. Go ahead and let the breath enter and exit all the way down through the belly. Just tune in with all of your senses. Feel the air around you. Listen to the sounds, both near and far. Use your mind's eye. Find somewhere quiet in your mind. Make yourself a refuge there that you can always return to, and we'll return to that during the year. Stand tall, feel yourself grounded through the feet, all the way up through the body. Envision energy, light coming up through your body, from the feet, up through the body, out through the top of the head, connecting you above and below. I'm just grateful for being here. So with that, let's get light. Let's let the arms lighten up, almost like they're floating up above the head. And then open, lift the chin, keep the neck long, lift the chest, and down. And we're going to curve the arms, this time palms down, up. And as they come through center, lift and down. And this time, bend the knees, curve the back slightly. And as you come up through the middle, lift and down. Make it a little bigger on this curve, really hollow out the middle. As the arms come parallel to the shoulders, turn the arms up, straighten the legs, and lift. And down, come to center. Last time, big difference in the spine. So curve over, arms come out to the side, drop the head, open the spine, lift, turn the arms up, chin up, and raise up. Touch the fingertips at the top and come down. This time we're diving down, changing from the hips and touching the floor. If you can, if not, reach for the floor. And then straighten out the back, come back parallel to the floor, reach through the top of the head, and back down. Let's do that a couple more times. All the way up, straighten the legs, straighten the back, neck long, and down. We're going to do it 2 more times. I'm going to show you from the side. Up and down.
Try to go further down each time. Last time up and down. And go ahead and bend one knee, other knee. Just kind of letting the hips sway side to side as you move the hips. And again, really push that belly down so that your spine straightens out, especially in the lower spine. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the feet back about 1 foot away from where they are now. And we're going to do the same thing. So you can lift the heels off the floor now. And we're going to take one more step back. Really lift the tailbone through. Stretch the neck long. The top of the head, reaching for the floor, head between the two arms. And again. This time you can lift that heel up a little bit more. Really just let the hips turn. Again, do what feels good to you. Working with the breath as you move. Couple more. Just because this feels so good. And push both heels down. Nice and long from the hands all the way to the hip points. And then come up on the balls of the feet. Just really stretching the feet first. And then go ahead and let the knees come down. Try to bring the knees under the hips. So just as necessary, put the tops of the feet on the floor. Move the wrists under the shoulders. And go ahead and come back. Come forward. Just lift the head. You want to keep the shoulders over the wrists. And so just kind of gently coming through this range. Find a rhythm that works for you, that allows you to go through the range. 2 more. Lifting that head. And last one. Lifting the head. And let's go ahead and put one leg back, other leg back, so that you can let those hips settle. Breathe. Pull the shoulders down, pull those shoulder blades, knit them together. Again, breathing in and out, let the belly expand and release. And come up, and this time stretch back, stretch those arms, really stretch through the top of the body. Your hips may not go all the way back, but you should feel a stretch across the outside of your arms, across the chest, and forward. Chin up, shoulders down. Neck staying long in the back, not just collapsing. And back. You can do this 2 more times. This is really about appreciating the body, what it does for us. And giving it a little attention, a little love. A little stretch. A little breath. Nourishing each cell, exploring each cell. And last time, just reach back. Lift the hips and take one arm and thread it palm up under the other arm and twist in the spine. Other arm reaches up tall above the head. Switch arms. Let yourself sink gently, lightly with each exhale and come back up to the top, stretching back again through the arms. Come up, move the arms to the side, make room for one foot beside the hands, and find that stretch. Again, push the belly against the inner thigh, lift the head so that that spine, the neck gets in line with it, and then push back, straighten the front leg. Give yourself room, let the foot crawl towards the outside of the mat, and forward. Again, lift the chin, lift the chest, push the chest through, and 2 more times. I love to flow with this, getting into the hips and the legs. Closed up as we sit. It's a great opportunity to lighten up through the hips. And go ahead and bring the foot back. Come all the way back. Oh, stretch the upper body. And then go ahead and stretch again in the lower body. The front leg, that hip should feel a little different. Maybe you can go a little lower because it's a little more open. And up. Other foot forward. And back. That should feel really good in the back of the thigh. Forward. Just try to go a little further each time, lifting. Pulling the shoulders down. And back. Forward. And back. Find a rhythm internally with the breath. Forward. And back. And forward. Stay here. Fine. Feel the hips open and back. Hands center and release. Hips down. Oh. Again, you should feel a little more release in the hips. Having gone through that exercise. And let's go ahead and come back. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can put a pillow or a blanket there at your heels. We're going to kind of climb up, sit up, stretch across the tops of the legs. And if you want to, you can always kind of pull, kind of move sometimes the calf can get a little tight, and so that can cause some discomfort. So you want to find where you can kind of sit with the spine long, Nice right angles coming from the torso into the legs. Really stretching out the tops of the feet. So you can even push down on them a little bit. Finding a space to gaze in front of you. Relaxing in the pelvis. Just letting the pelvis floor drop into the floor. And again, if this is uncomfortable, you can come up out of it. You can create a little cushion between the leg, between the thigh and the calf. And if not, just allow yourself to sit in a little deeper. Keeping, again, the shoulders relaxed down, the chest open, torso long. And release, come on up, onto the knees. Bring the hips above the knees. So that's where you want to start, because we're going to open up even more in front of the hips. So go ahead and support in the lower back. And what we're going to do is we're not going to necessarily push back as much as we're going to push forward with the hips. So don't think back, think forward as much as possible. And as that pushes forward, this automatically is behind it, but it's not that you're bringing the shoulders back as much as you're pushing the hips forward and really trying to accentuate that. And the head can relax, but again, keep that neck open. Don't just drop it, keep it open. And if you're comfortable, you can find the heels, you can find the soles of the feet, whatever is comfortable for you. And again, focus on pushing those hips forward. Make sure the knees are apart, about hip width or a little further. And bring the hands up to the small of the back. Come up. Breathe in, out. Lift the arms up. And sit back. Keep the spine long. Sit back. Drop the arms. And again, find your comfort. Now, I'm going to bring one leg forward. Staying in that bent position on the other leg. If this is uncomfortable for you, again, you can find space to come up. But if you're comfortable, you can flex that front foot. You can grab either putting the outside edge of the hand between the big toe and the other toes and pull. Or you can just grab the outside edge of the foot and come down. Breathe. Don't allow that straight leg to hyperextend. Find your stretch. The other arm can reach out nice and long. Enjoy that stretch. Come on in and up. Let's bring that leg back. I like to straddle the hands on the other leg. Bring it out. Flex the foot. Again, if you need to, come up and you can leave the foot long or flex it, your choice. And come down. As you reach the hand, be careful not to curve the back. You really want to keep the chest open. Don't allow it to cave in. And just feel that stretch in the front leg. Again, you can always be up off the heel with the butt not touching the heel. Okay. Up, straddle, back. All right, let's bring it forward. And we're going to go ahead and come back into that hip stretch. We've had those hips flexed for a while. Tops of the feet are on the ground, but if you like, go ahead and flex the feet, come up onto the toes and stretch. Breathe. And release. And let's go ahead and counter that by coming back. And you can go ahead and let the back curve. The toes can come in towards each other as the knees are apart. Then you can do a little sort of shift, side to side, weight moving. And release. Just let yourself relax in a small ball. And come up. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. Walk the hands out. Get into a nice long plank position. And then I want you to go ahead and walk the feet in. Just walking up to the hands. And release. If you want to, go ahead and stick the palm underneath the foot, palm up, other foot. Pushing the lower back down. Release. And bend the knees. Give me a nice roll up. Slowly, gently. Lift the chin slightly. Just opening the chest, the heart chakra. Taking a moment there, hands can come to prayer position or just stay hand over hand on the heart. Let the corners of your mouth curve up. Think of something that brings you joy, makes your heart light, makes you open, leaves you open. And let's come down. We're going to return to that position just on the floor in whatever seated position is comfortable for you. Really turn inward. Find your center. Remember, there's 7 systems of energy. the center, which is your heart, all the way from your root to your crown, aligned in harmony. All of them working towards your highest good. Your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. Root to crown, working toward your highest good, a higher purpose, greater meaning. Again, dedicating this year as the year of you, rediscovering who you are and who you're meant to be. Thank you so much for joining Sunday Stretch. I'm Tanya Leek with EmBODY Well, and I hope to see you again and again and again. From me to you, enjoy the year of you. Take care.